I didn't even drink last night, and I still have a fucking hangover. Alright, so here we are, puppets. It's January 1st, 2012, the year the world is supposed to end. We shall see what happens when that time comes, but for now, more importantly, it's the beginning of Jaded January. So, New Year's resolutions, let's see. Well, I have a few. First and foremost, one of the biggest resolutions that I have is it's time that I actually start taking better care of myself. I'm 32, I'm going to be 33 this year, and I really need to get back into working out, exercising. I need to finally fucking quit smoking. We will see how effective that is. I've been failing miserably with that, but that's also because the holiday season is the single most depressing time of the year for me, second to the ultimate depressing time of the year for me, which I kind of lump it together with the Halloween or holiday season, which is this month. For those of you who don't know, one of my really good friends from Seattle, Chris, died 2 years ago in January. So it's kind of like I have December that hits me kind of like a station wagon, and then when I'm starting to recover from that, just at the end of January, I have the semi-truck of the anniversary of my really good friend's death, which was untimely. So that and trying to quit smoking, not that great of a combination, but I'm going to stick to the resolution and try it and hopefully do that. Because I've been doing it since I was 18, and I know what it's doing to my body, and as much as I do enjoy it, the cons outweigh the pros. Second to that, I've decided also that this year is going to be about me. I mean, I've realized that I've kind of, in my love life, I mean, by the way, I should have specified that clearly. I'm tired of being the nice guy. I'm tired of being the one that always pursues guys, but never gets pursued, and I'm tired of being the one that's available, if that makes any sense. I tend to be the type of person that if I'm interested in someone or I'm talking to someone, I will be available for them, to talk to. I'm not saying that, like, I sit on the computer doing nothing but waiting for them to contact me or, wait by my phone, but I've never been one of those types of people who likes to play the fuck you mind game of I'm going to wait 3 days to call this person, or I'm going to sleep with this person and then not call them ever again. If I actually sleep with a person, 9 times out of 10, I'm interested in them for something more than sex, unless we specifically discuss that beforehand, because, as you all know, I am, well, a whore. But, yeah, it's, especially in the past couple months since I became single, I've noticed that by being an open book like I am, I don't know if it intimidates guys or if it is something that they just don't like. But if someone asks me a question, I will give an honest answer. But this is also a pet peeve of mine. People will just stop talking to me. And I've looked at the conversations, and they've been something as simple as like 5 or 6 lines of, hey, how you doing? What do you do for a living? What's your name? And then they just stop responding. So it's not even me indulging or divulging anything about myself. But I'm going to try, mind you, to play a little bit harder to get. Because apparently in this world, you really need to be a dick for people to want to talk to you. It's gotten my heart broken numerous times. It's gotten me led on. In the past 2 months, I've had 3 guys that I was talking to that it sounded promising, and then they just stopped talking to me because they're fucking thunder cunts. Yeah, that's another thing. I'll get to that in a second. So yeah, that's another resolution. I also, you guys already know that I want to do more of this channel, and I want to get the 7 Deadlies going. After that, it's just kind of just getting myself into a place where I'm financially stable, because that's been an ongoing battle, and it's been a bitch. So that really are all of my New Year's resolutions. They're not necessarily easy ones, but I'm going to try. So moving on, let us get to the questions. I actually was very pleased to find out that I had, it looks like, 4 questions, maybe 5 actually. But I need more, because this is all I got. So I don't care if you asked me one yesterday. People ask me questions, because otherwise the videos are going to end up being really short. But first question comes from Russ Zart. And I've been meaning to ask you, Josh, is the Z silent? Because is it Russart, or is it Russ Zart, or I don't know. His question, there was a turtle and a rabbit competing for Miss Universe. The turtle is blind, and the rabbit doesn't have the right figure for a swimsuit. Where are the pine cones? That's easy. The turtle shoved him up the rabbit's ass. Your next question was, if that was too difficult, what is the meaning of life? Or the purpose of life? The purpose of life is For me, passion. Passion and the pursuit of my dreams and the pursuit of what makes you and or me and those around me happy. For me, that's life. Hot Missa, darling, you asked, what made you want to make videos? This is actually I've got a callus on my hand. Wow, too much gaming. What inspired me to make videos? Well, it was actually a combination of a couple of things. Specifically, there were a couple of people whose channels I discovered that led me to actually want to start doing it. First and foremost, there was Straight Acting Gay Guys. Eric is his name. I stumbled upon his channel by accident, and he actually talks about some really, decent shit. And he was coming from the perspective of, not being your typical queen. He's not feminine really at all. He pursues masculine pursuits, so he was kind of coming from a different perspective than most gay-themed videos or blogs come from. So that led me to kind of think about the perspective of being the black sheep that I am within the gay community, making my own channel and letting this bitch's voice be heard. After that, it was Mr. Rolly and Gasha, because other side of the spectrum, Roland just has this presence in his videos. He makes you laugh, he makes you smile, he just inspires you, and he talks faster than I do, which is almost impossible sometimes. But, just those two people and a couple of others that I saw, I really wanted to do it. And I've always loved being in the limelight. I was an actor in high school. I used to have dreams of pursuing a career in the silver screen. So aside from the specific people, it was just a matter of having a creative outlet. I am a writer, but I've been suffering from really severe writer's block for probably the past 8 years. There's novels up in here, but I just have never been able to get them on paper, and I haven't been able to get on stage in a long time. And so when I discovered this medium, I really, really was like, holy shit, light went off, I can do this. So moving on, just to be continued says, something about Resident Evil, movies or games? And for that question, story-wise, the games. Awesome zombie kicking ass, the movies. I really was not a fan of the plot lines in Resident Evil. I think I actually have a video bitching about the last Resident Evil movie on my channel. I love the action sequences, and I love the zombie effects. And I loved the beginning storyline. I loved Resident Evil 1 and 2, but 3 and 4, I feel like it was kind of like Helen Keller got on the bus and started driving the plot of the movie, and it just went to these places where I'm like, what the fuck is going on? The games I love. I haven't played a couple of them in years, but they're awesome, and the stories in those are wonderful. But not so much Resident Evil 5, because I really didn't care for being in Africa. And E. Altmeyer wants to know, what is my favorite video game of all time? That is, hands down, Silent Hill 3. I am obsessed with the Silent Hill series. I think Pyramid Head is an extremely sexy mofo, and oh my god, he turns me on. Not kidding. Yeah, Silent Hill 3, I love the entire series, but Silent Hill 3 was the first game that I was actually able to beat in the series way back when. The music that comes on those games, the soundtracks by Akira Yamaoka, is wonderful. It's utterly amazing. They actually, why am I drawing a blank? Composed full-length actual songs with vocals for these games, and they help add to the ambience and the storyline of the games, and I have all of the soundtracks on MP3, and I listen to them constantly. The Silent Hill theme song is actually on my phone, so that is my favorite video game of all time, actually. That being said, I am extremely starving right now. I just got home from work, and I wanted to make this get posted for you guys. So again, please ask me questions. Otherwise, I will run into things to talk about. Like I said, I've got 127 subscribers, people. Come on. I know there are tons of you watching these videos that aren't commenting. This is your chance. Comment, ask me, talk to me. God, I sound desperate. Anyway, I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Later.